Hey there guys, how's everyone going? I thought I'd put up another video lesson. This time we're going to have a look at a classic song. Keb Mo's You Can Love Yourself. I haven't been able to find a video lesson for this one online. I can't imagine why. It's awesome. The only reason I can probably think is either Keb Mo or his record company are not happy about people putting this up. If that's the case, sorry guys, let me know, I'll pull it down. Otherwise, dudes, I hope you enjoy this lesson. It's a fantastic song. I remember the first time I heard it, I was living in England and my flatmate David, thank you mate, played this one to me. He knew I was a guitarist, he played it and couldn't believe I'd never heard of Keb Mo. So he whacked it on and that was it. My life was never the same. I really enjoy this guy's playing. So, before we get into it, I'll play through it and then we're going to break it down and have a look at what's going on. Here we go. Okay, goes something like that. Alright, before we break it down, first thing to keep in mind with this one, this is not exactly how he's playing it on the original recording. As with a lot of the blues guys, every time they play it, it's a little bit different. This is just kind of, I guess, the basics and the way that I play it works for me. You know, if you do a bit of a search around YouTube for Keb Mo playing this one live, and have a look at 2 or 3 different videos, you'll find he plays it differently pretty much every time that he plays it, and differently to what's on the original recording on the Just Like You album, I think it's called. Anyway, so let's have a look and see what's going on. It's in the key of A, and we start out with a little A7 chord up here around between the 7th and 9th frets, between the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings. So the chord shape, if you're not familiar with it, it's based on a D chord, like a D7. If you play D7 in the open position here, which is your open 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd, 1st fret on the 2nd string, and 2nd fret on the 1st string. That little shape there. We're going to take that all the way up so that your 3rd and 4th fingers are at the 9th fret, and your index finger comes down on the 7th fret on the 4th string. So we got the 7th fret, 3rd string is 9th fret, 2nd string 8th fret, and the 1st string the 9th fret. So that's going to be our A7 chord. He pretty much uses this chord shape all the way through it, but modifies it a little bit. He goes into a diminished chord shape. So after he's played it the first position, your index finger is going to stay where it is, but the other 3 fingers all slide back 1 fret. So now we've got 4th string is still the 7th fret, 8th fret with your 3rd finger. You're playing the 7th fret on the 2nd string with your middle finger, and your little finger playing the 8th fret on the 1st string. Okay, so those 2 chords, A7, and then your A diminished. Now with diminished chords, I don't know if you know this one, diminished chord, if you move up or down 3 frets, either direction, doesn't matter, those notes actually stay the same. So on A diminished chord, it's A diminished there with your 1st finger at the 7th fret. If we move it down to the 4th fret and retain that chord shape, it's still an A diminished chord, and that's exactly what happens in this song. He just moves that down to the 4th fret. And then when he plays in that position, he actually plays, when he strikes the note with your index finger on the 4th string, he slides it up into the 5th fret. So still retaining that chord shape. That becomes just an A7 chord if you ignore the note on the 1st string. Okay. So you'll be playing open 5th string, 5th fret on the 4th, 6th fret on the 3rd string, and the 5th fret on the 2nd string. So those 3 chord positions, you got your A7 up here, A diminished, then it goes down to another A diminished, and into an A7. Okay, a bit later on the 3rd cycle of going through these chords, you actually take that diminished chord down a further 3 frets. So you're playing the first and second frets here before getting to a regular odd A chord. Okay, so let's have a look at exactly what's going on when he's playing each of those chord positions. To start out, you got this a couple little pickup notes. It's the turnaround, I guess. It starts out 4th string, 5th fret. You're going to slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th, and then play the 5th string as an open. Okay, so it's your first little bit, going from A7 into A diminished. And what that is, 3rd finger plays top string, thumb is going to play the 4th string, index finger plays the 3rd, then you go to the chord change, pick the 5th and 1st strings, and that was 2nd and 5th strings following. So middle finger picks the 2nd string and thumb playing the 4th. Down into your 2nd diminished chord position, picking the 5th and 1st strings. Thumb strikes the 4th string and slides up into the next fret. And as you get there, your middle finger's going to play the 3rd string. Thumb strikes the 5th string. And then you pick the 2nd string and thumb on the 4th string. So that move. So 5th and 2nd strings. Thumb plays the 4th, slide up. Index plays the 3rd. Thumb, middle finger on the 2nd. And then you're in your turnaround. So let's play through that really, really slowly. And it basically just repeats this. So if you can get this down, that's most of the song. This is what we got. Sorry, just shift position so you can see me a little better here. Sorry, let's do that again. And you're back to there and repeat it. I'll put those two together. It's the first 2 times. 3rd time he plays it a little bit differently. So you pick the 5th and 1st strings, still the same chords. Thumb plays the 4th, then you're diminished. Same thing. Down to your next diminished position, same thing. That one there. Okay, after your thumb strikes the 4th string, you need to slide down into your last diminished position. These 2 fingers, index and 1st finger, are going to play the 2nd and 3rd strings. So it's okay, so after you do that, play thumb, index finger on the 3rd, and thumb plays the 4th string. That's right, the 4th string. Sorry, getting a little bit lost here. Alright, and that brings us to our turnaround. Sorry. It's pretty hard to play slowly. Alright, so you're playing an A chord, you're going to bar it. Little finger plays the 5th fret on the 1st string. You grab the 5th and 1st strings together. Thumb on the 4th. Open 2nd strings, you change to an E. Play the 6th and 1st strings together. 3rd then 4th strings with your index thumb. Then you're back into A, 3rd string. So that moves together. Sorry. Let's do it again, I'll get it right. you get back to that A, you got this. Your thumb plays a fifth. You play the second, then fourth, third, and you grab the first and fifth strings together. So. You got that? Okay, it's pretty tricky. So if we put all of that together, play through it really slowly, this is what we got. Just turn it around with that original little slide from the 5th to the 7th fret and 5th string open. Okay, that brings us to the chorus. So the chorus starts out. You got a little slide. I think sometimes we play sort of walking it down from the E note to the D. 7, 6, 5 on the 5th string. I should just play it as a slide 7th to 5th. Then you're in a little D7 shape. So it's a C-shaped chord. If you're playing a regular old C chord here at the 5th string and adding your little finger into the 3rd string at the 5th fret, that becomes a D7. So pick thumb, slide, and then pick the thumb. Then with that D7 chord shape down, I'm going to pick with my thumb and index finger the 3rd and 4th strings. And again, move the whole chord shape down 1 fret, so it's now a C sharp 7. And I'm picking the 2nd and 5th strings with my thumb and my middle finger. Okay, little sort of alternating bass line coming up there. So what there was, those 2 notes we picked. Thumb picks the 4th string. Index finger plays the 3rd string. This finger's coming down to the 6th string on the 4th fret. Okay, so I'll play that. Middle finger plays the 2nd string, and my thumb plays the 4th string. So I'm going to do all that together. This is what we got. Alright, that's that one. Then we're into like an F minor 7, really. You can play the whole thing. I'm not playing any notes on the 5th string, so I don't bother with that finger. It's just barring everything at the 2nd fret here. So I'm picking with my thumb or index finger the 6th and 4th. And then I pick the 4th and 3rd, again with the same 2 fingers. And then kind of bounce between those same notes. So 6th, 3rd, 4th. We're into a B minor 7. They're barring the bottom 5 strings at the 2nd fret. Ring finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string, you've got the 3rd string at the 2nd fret with part of that bar, and your middle finger on the, that was the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Middle finger, 3rd fret on the 2nd string. I'm just going to have to play over that to remember how it goes. Okay, so with a B minor 7 chord, you pick 5th and 3rd strings. And then I pick the 2nd string, hammering on my little finger to the 4th fret, and as that hammer on goes down, my thumb's playing the 4th string. Picking the 2nd string again, thumb on the 5th, pick the 1st string and then the 4th. Sorry, let's do that again. From there, we're back in a pretty familiar territory. Back to this A chord shape. Alright, so the A move's pretty familiar. I'm just picking 5th string, 4th and 1st together. Then I pick 5th, 3rd, 4th. Got to get down to the E. 6th string open and 1st string open. Little hammer on from an open 3rd string to the 1st fret, and as I strike that hammer on, my thumb's playing the 4th. Okay, after that, I'll play that 3rd string again. Thumb bounces down onto the 5th string, play 2nd string open, and then play the 4th string. So all of that E move. And then you're back into this one. That, folks, is pretty much it. He just repeats and repeats ad nauseum. Oh, sorry, at the end of the chorus, he does go back into... Rush it a little bit there, but yeah, stuff we've already covered. So if you listen to that, you know exactly what's going on. The only other thing you need to look at is right at the end of the song there, when he resolves back to the A chord to finish it off. He's got this kind of thing going on. Okay, and that's how he finishes it off. All that is, he's grabbing picking the 5th string open, sorry, for both. Grabbing the 5th fret on the 3rd string and 4th fret on the 2nd. And same shape, up 1 fret. And that resolves it. If you're not sure what that is, he's basically playing your bar chord, A flat up into, or G sharp up into A. He's taking the notes out of those chords at the 2nd and 3rd string. And resolving back to A. So there you go. Hope that's helped you with Keb Mo. You Can Love Yourself. I really enjoy that song. Once I get started, I can't stop playing it. So hope you get your fingers and everything around it and you really enjoy it. And once again, Mr. Mo, if you're not happy with this lesson, let me know. I'll pull it down. Otherwise, guys, take it easy. Catch you next time for another lesson.